Hello, it is Stephen, and if you can see in the mini photo in the bottom corner, we have a special guest. We have Joyce Parks. So she's going to help me read comments today. So hopefully you guys are chatty Cathy's. So we're just going to wait for some friends to start joining, and we'll make sure that this is actually live on YouTube. It is?
Yeah.
We're good. I'm sorry you probably saw the StampAnniething opening twice, but this is my first time trying to do it on my own. Kevin gave me a quick rundown, and yeah, so this is my first pressing the opening button on my own. I see we've got a couple of people watching. So I'm going to just go over the awesome release that came out this month. Oh, here, well, we'll see. So here is our awesome 6x8 stamp set for this month. It's called Near, Far, Wherever You Are. And we have 4 adorable character images, plus some really cool secondary images that you can use to build your scene. We have a luggage. Of course, we have the heart of the ocean because this awesome set is based off of the movie Titanic. And then we have Jack's infamous book of artwork. I wonder what's in there. And then we have the stuff I have is not the pretty packaging that you'll get, but we have the coordinating outline dies for this set, as well as the Ocean Liner Builder die. And if you go on the StampAnniething YouTube channel, I believe Kevin did a tutorial on how this goes together. And then I cannot remember the name of the stencil. Is it Rough Waves? I can't remember, but this awesome stencil, which we're going to use today. I'm going to use, obviously, the stamp set, the outline dies, and we're going to use this stencil to create a card. So I'm going to go to the chat and just see. Oh, yes, I see I've missed a whole pile of comments.
No, you're good.
So I see Brennan's here and Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Brennan.
Rebecca got her stamp club package.
Ooh. And Anne's here. And what? I can't believe Joyce is here. That's crazy. And Kevin's actually doing his job, and he's here too. He's not chatting up with the neighbor. What else? Yeah. So is everybody ready for some coloring fun? This is my favorite image. And I just have to color this one for this month. And then we're also going to color the heart of the ocean. So to begin with, I'm going to start by coloring. I'm just going to move this up a bit so I can see. So for my skin, I'm going to use my usual Copic markers for skin, E04, E11, E21, E00, E000, and E000, as well as the R20. And Brendan said Joyce is keeping a watchful eye over Stephen. Yes. It's nice to have somebody watching out for me. Usually Kevin just abandons me. All right. Okay. So I'm going to start with E04.
And said this set was made because you wanted that image.
Yes, it's true. I'm so excited. Do you guys like this release? First off, I never did ask. So E04, let's color, we'll color Rose first. She's got lots of gorgeous hair to color. I don't know if you saw the design team's amazing work this month. Everybody did such a great job. I love Annabelle's polychromos coloring, and B did a really beautiful kind of sepia colored card. Betty, oh my gosh, I love how Betty colors hair, and she colored Rose's hair absolutely beautiful. Betty is the queen of coloring hair. And then we had two guest designers this month. We had Meliza and Bo, I think it was, and they did some really awesome cards. Rebecca says it's one of her favorite movies. I have so much memories when it comes to this movie. I remember I was in grade 7 when it came out, and I remember being in computer class, and someone in the class, it was like our first period of the day, and someone in our class had just seen it the night before, and they were like raving about this movie. And so I begged my parents to go and see the movie. And yeah, we went, and the lineup was insane. I don't think we could see the first viewing of it. My dad waited in line while me and my mom, because this was like February, I think, when it came out. E11 is my next color.
Melissa's here.
Hello, Melissa. Um, my dad waited out in the cold and got tickets for, I think, the last showing of the night. So it was like, I think, 9 o'clock. And this movie is like 3 hours long, I think. So yeah, we went and saw it. And I think I got home at like 1 in the morning or something. And I had to go to school the next day, but I was just blown away by the movie. It was like one of there's very few movies when you think back that were such revolutionary movies that you just I think you remember the whole experience of seeing it in theater and watching the story unfold.
Brennan says he was -10
You were -10.
when
Oh
it came
my.
out.
Yes. It's
And Stephen, you were only 13 when it came out.
Yes, that's right. Who said that?
Kevin.
Yeah. And Kevin was a working man. He was
He-
working in the theater. And the funny thing is, he probably sold the tickets or was working that night because we went to the theater he used to manage. So I met Kevin before I even knew. And then the funny thing was, Kevin and I were talking the other day about, I'm going to use E21 next, about the VHS of Titanic, and it was on 2 VHS tapes in a box set. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but I was so excited when it came out. The place where I worked at a pet store, and we all wanted the movie so bad. So we sent the owners of the pet shop I worked at, they sent their grandfather out at, I think it was 5 in the morning, to wait in a lineup at Zeller's. Zeller's was a kind of a big box store, sort of like Target. But yeah, we sent him, and he waited in line to get Titanic, and there was an actual line to get this movie.
Ebony just came on.
Oh, Ebony. Hello, Ebony. We just got your Christmas card today. Thank you. I always love getting a card from you. E00 is the next color. Yeah. But, I haven't that experience of seeing Titanic. The other time I remember being blown away by a movie, I think, was when we saw Avatar, like the James Cameron Blue People Avatar. When that came out, the first one, that was just like, amazing. He certainly knows how to do his movies.
Brennan said, "What's a VHS?"
A VHS, yeah. Hey, don't you listen to records? VHS was the most annoying format. Oh yeah, Jurassic Park was, Kevin just yelled out. Jurassic Park. I wasn't allowed to see Jurassic Park. That came out in, was it 92 or 93? I think 93. Is that when Jurassic Park came out? E00. And my mom wouldn't let me see Jurassic Park. She says it was too scary of a movie. But when it came out on VHS, Brennan, I did see it. Yeah, that was a good movie. But Jurassic Park came out before Titanic. But in recent years, there's less and less movies that I think are, you know, where you're just mind blown. I think maybe because there's just so many sequels. I still have my VHS for Dirty Dancing. My late aunt bought it for me. My mom loves Dirty Dancing.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, it's one of her favorites. And mom, if you're watching, I know my mom and dad watch. Hello to mom and dad in Ontario, Canada. E_0. My parents, if you can envision it, are sitting on their lazy boys, watching StampAnniething on their TV, and probably I've been live for about 11 minutes. They'll fall asleep, I would say, and maybe another 15 they'll be out. So good night, mom and dad. Hello and good night. And I never waited in a long line to buy anything to see a movie except theme parks, and that doesn't count. Kevin said his sister was obsessed with Dirty Dancing. I only saw Dirty Dancing. One of the girls that worked at my shop years ago, she found out I had never seen it, and we watched it, and it was really cute. I know cute isn't a good word, but yeah, no, it was better than I thought it would be. R20 for blush. Isn't Rose looking Gorgina?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that was R20. And now I'm going to just, with the E_0, I'm just going to soften her blush. And I'm just going to go over around her hairline and just flick out into the center. But what's everyone's favorite movies? Let me know. I'm going to grab my
I'm asking Kevin
Oh.
if he can see me.
Well, he'll be able to see on our TV because it's like, what is ours, 70 inches, the TV? I was hoping to color along, but my package is lost somewhere in Jacksonville. Darn that postal service. But I can't wait to see what you do, Ebony. Oh, you've been coloring the Christmas Story images. Yeah, don't you have the lamp, the Christmas Story lamp, Melissa? Okay, I'm going to do, I did the eyes last time, and I don't know if you guys like that, but I'm going to do them again. I'm going to grab I'm going to use these 3 colors, B66, 63, and 60.
You're like a shadow of my ghost behind him hovering.
All right. Let's do, I'm going to try doing the blue above the eye this time. I don't know if you remember when I did Barney last month, I did it at the bottom. Maybe I'll stick with it at the bottom, but I do like the blue around the eyes. What do you guys think? But did I do Wilma when I colored Wilma? I did it at the bottom as well. So maybe I'll just stick with doing it at the bottom. All right. So B66, I'm just going to go along the very bottom, just trying to do the bottom of the eye. She looks oddly happy for someone that's only going to share her door with herself. B63.
Melissa said, yes, I have a leg lamp in the department 56, a Christmas Story Village set.
Oh, no way. So I take it you like A Christmas Story. Did you like the sequel, Melissa? B60 is my next color.
Didn't you do it on the top for the Neverland class? Ebony asked.
I did. I did. But I've kind of started doing it at the bottom. Okay, next month maybe I'll try doing it at the top. But what do you think? Do you think the blue should be at the top or at the bottom? So I did those three, the 66, 63, and B60, and I'm going to use a 0. And I'm just going to go over it quick, just to push it down. What am I missing? No, everybody's okay. All right. And I can't tell yes, so she's got a bit of some chest showing, Rose. I'm gonna go back to my EO4 and we'll do her hands.
Melissa said she didn't mind the sequel.
So she's semi-approved. Does she have ears that are showing? No ears, okay. I always forget the ears. Ebony would know that. She always reminds me about ears. E11. And E21. And E00. She looks like she's flying. And then with R20, just going to flip this image upside down and then do a little flicky flick just to get a bit of that peachiness.
Ebony said no ears.
No ears. Good. You got to make sure I don't forget those ears, Ebony. I'm going to go to E00 and just go over everything.
Anne said, oh, I thought the Christmas Story sequel was cute. I never seen it.
It was I didn't mind it. I wasn't I obviously had huge shoes to fill from the other movie, but I was kind of like, I don't want to see it. And Kevin always makes me watch these Christmas movies, and that one I didn't mind watching the sequel.
Melissa said, now I'll have to watch the Titanic this weekend.
Yeah, I literally didn't I say to you, Joyce, we should watch Titanic?
You did.
All right, so I'm going to color Jack.
Ebony said, I like the color on the bottom for the eyes.
You do? Oh, good. I'm glad. So you approve, then that's how it's going to be. I am going to, with Jack, I want to try something different. Kevin does all of the digital coloring for the images that are on the packaging. And I really like how Kevin added a kind of a brow for Jack. So I'm going to try and do that with him today. So we'll see how that turns out.
Anne said this video won't be 84 years long.
Yeah.
And then Kevin just re-aired it. We floated watching it here.
Yeah. Well,
we'd fall asleep.
Yeah, both Joyce and I are early to bed people. Kevin is the night hawk, but I don't think I'd make it to the end of the movie. Maybe if we watched it earlier in the day, but
and we did no crafting then.
Yeah, I know. That's what this weekend is all about. Oh, and we've got Jack's hand. He only has one hand, I think, showing, right? I want to make sure I don't miss. All right, EO4, E11. There we go. E11. I can hear my
Kevin
voice
said,
talking
I
about
can't hear Joyce. She needs to speak up or get closer to you when she talks. Is that better?
Let's see. E21. Now Jack is a little bit farther behind. Yeah, I could hear you down there.
Ebony said, I hear you, Joyce.
It's just Kevin's partially deaf, I think.
And Anne said, we just watched a documentary on the Titanic 2 nights ago. The inspector that was hired after the incident. His box. of notes was opened after 100 years.
It's crazy. E00. Yeah, I don't know why Kevin couldn't hear you.
He said, yes, that is better.
I'm excited to color Rose's hair. Oh, look at Ebony. I almost forgot an ear. I'm gonna have to go back. I forgot his hands as well. Does he have a neck that's showing? What?
Kevin
Oh,
wrote,
Kevin, that's sassy. Kevin says, we just wish we couldn't hear you.
1 minute you're telling me you can't hear me. The next minute you're telling me you don't want to hear me.
My life. E00. So were you guys all surprised with this month's release?
I know I was.
Yes. You weren't expecting?
No.
This one I was really excited. I've loved every release, and I'm so excited about all the releases coming up. I will say next month is my personal favorite of the first quarter.
Ebony says, Jack has one ear. How could you forget that?
You know me, if I have a chance to forget an ear.
Kevin said, I'm a Gemini. What do you expect? Thanks, Ebony. She said, Joyce, don't listen to Kevin, because I don't.
Yeah. Nobody listens to Kevin. Anne will even say that. And if anybody attended our spring retreat in 2021, we know why we don't listen to Kevin, because for, what was the name of that character? She got a pile of grapes instead of a sandwich, and everybody started a petition to give the chibi image that Anne had drawn a sandwich versus a set of grapes. They wanted it to be reissued. So to get paler skin, one coat for Rose. I used less of the E quadruple zero on Jack and more of E quadruple zero on Rose. Because what I like about Copics is it is transparent, translucent. You can see through it, but you can build up on top of it. You can put the same colors on top and darken it. So if you wanted, if you do one coat of E quadruple zero, which is a very light color, and then if you let that dry a bit and you come back with that same E quadruple zero, you'll get a darker shade. You can slowly build up your darkness. So that was the R20, and now I'm going to go to E quadruple zero.
Melissa asked the other question about 2 coats for Jack, but Anne answered her.
Perfect. So on my end, I'd like it a bit more blended here. So I'm not gonna go over with my whole plethora of colors again. I'm just gonna use my E quadruple zero and just kind of flick to get that to blend a bit more. And we've got to do his tongue and his hand yet. So again, E04.
Kevin said, I want someone to put Jack on the door with Rose, or is he letting her go and he gets the diamond?
Yeah. So one of the sentiments, I thought the sentiment was still on this release. I thought it was one of the sentiments was supposed to say, I'd share my door with you, but it wasn't on. So Anne doesn't know how that happened. We're blaming it on Kevin that it was taken off. But let me know if you think that there should have been that sentiment on this set.
Kevin, why are you telling them about my card idea?
Oh, yes. Yeah, see, Ebony says the door was huge. They both could have fit. So I'm just doing the hand. That was it already had E04, did a little E11. I'm doing some E21, and then I'm just going to go to E00. I'm going to skip.
Melissa said, okay, thanks. I've been playing around this week with faces. Melissa, me too. I have a whole bunch of chibis colored with just the skin tones.
Who said that?
Melissa said that she's been playing
Oh.
around with faces.
Yes. All right. So I've got skin. We got to do Jack's eyes. So I'm going to go in with my B66.
Kevin said, Anne's car is going to be amazing. Have her an idea she has to do. I think he meant to say, I have her an idea she has to do.
I don't know if it's totally PG, though. So this is B63 now. And now I'm going to go in with B60. I'm just going to work. Kind of had a bit of a shaky hand with B63, so I'm going to try and... Jack's eyes are a little more watery because he knows what's going to happen tonight. Somebody's not going to share that darn door. Here we go. Okay, so let's do hair.
Anne said, yes, he gave me an idea. All right.
LOL. We can always count on Kevin to give some ideas. Okay, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to use my E18 and E19. And then I'm going to use YR27. And let's do YR, I don't know if it's too close. 7, and we'll do Y17. We'll see what happens.
Ebony had a good idea.
What?
She said you could use the door from the Encanto set.
Oh, hey, see, this is Ebony is the queen of ideas. That is a really good idea. So if anybody has the Encanto bundle, you could totally use that door. Another sentiment that would have been cute was, yeah, to do something about opening doors, or you could be really cheeky with that, with this set if you wanted. If you have somebody that has a dark sense of humor like I do. I'm going to start with E18. And Rose has lots of little piecey hair. So if you love coloring hair, this is the image for you.
Anne loves coloring hair.
Does she?
Anne does. That's what she used to tell us.
Yes. Oh, are you talking about our Anne? Yes.
Annie,
I'm like,
yes.
I thought you were talking about our neighbor. I'm like, how do you? What? Our neighbor's name is Anne.
Anne said, it is sad I don't remember the Encanto set and what's on it.
I think we've blocked that Encanto set from, Anne and I, when we come out with a set, and then we'll color it, and then we never want to look at it again.
Ebony said, LOL, I just know all the sets. And then she said, yes, Anne, that's sad. Understandable, but sad.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just doing a small section.
Oh, Anne doesn't like wavy hair, though.
You were literally saying what I said before the live. Oh, that's a lot of wavy hair to color live. E19 is my next color. But honestly, Betty on our design team colored this hair beautifully. Everybody did such a beautiful job. I have a crush on how Betty colors hair.
Sandy's hair in the grease set makes me nervous.
Oh, really?
The high when she became the...
Oh, yes.
In the leather.
Yes. The bad girl. I want to get this. Okay. Okay.
And so, well,
Yes.
yeah, even this release
Yes.
is like old news to me because I'm in July right now.
Yeah. Well, we came up with all of these ideas at the retreat in October, and I think Anne got back and she had these suckers like designed. She was on a roll.
Ebony said, I love Betty's coloring.
Yeah.
And Kevin said, all I heard was Stephen had a crush on Betty.
Oh.
I'm chopped liver now.
Okay, so that was YR27. Now I'm going to go in with Y17.
Kevin, I'm not reading those words
What did he do?
for me.
Oh, Kevin, nobody feel bad for Kevin. He is living like a princess.
It said, but your fake meat chopped liver.
And I could fuss with that hair, but this is alive, and I know people don't want to watch it for 7 hours, so we're going to call that good enough. So E18, but I would probably go over this once more. And I have a feeling by the time I get to the end of her hair, I'll have found my rhythm. Oh my God, look at this hair behind, all this hair. And that's hair, right? Yes. Mm. Okay, and then we have hair behind here, baby strokes. Okay. So E18.
Melissa said, beautiful hair.
Thank you.
Anne said, like you'd ever do one image coloring in 7 hours.
Yeah. No.
Ebony said, wavy hair is time consuming, but when it's great, it's gorgeous.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those, you got to be in the mood for coloring hair. But it's super rewarding when it turns out how you want. It's like, yes. YR27. It's always interesting to see how delayed the,
I know.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
yeah. And Y17.
You're even that much late on my iPad.
Oh, really? Is it the same?
As downstairs.
Yeah, okay. I know when I used to do the lives in the Facebook group way back, it would be literally a 30-second delay. All right, we've got half of her hair colored. So let's get this other side done, and it's killing me not to do a second layer.
Anne said, is anyone coloring along? Well, I'm not.
Yeah, poor you. You haven't been able to color along the last couple times. Once because of Canada Post, or a couple times because of Canada Post, and now you're here. But it's worth it to be here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just doing with the E18.
Melissa said her sets are at the Nick Nook waiting for me. Yes, Melissa, we were there today.
Yes, we went to the Nick Nook. We saw she's almost sold out of this there. So E18, E19. Oh, I got a color behind her. Bottom. Well, I'll do that section last. I'm just doing my strokes. Sorry if I'm quiet. This kind of hair requires concentration for me. Almost the concentration where you want to, you stick your tongue out. I don't know if anyone does that when they're super concentrating, but I tell myself when I'm doing lives, don't stick your tongue out. I used to work at a grooming salon where one of the groomers did that when they cut the dogs all the time, and everybody would make fun of them when they weren't around. So now I'm like uber conscious of it because I'm like, I don't want someone to make fun of me for sticking my tongue out because I know I do it. Y17.
Crafty Days. I just ordered, can't wait.
Yay. What did you get, Crafty Days? Did you order the stamp set? I cannot wait. And everybody, when you create using the StampAnniething products, please share in the group. We love to see what you make. I got a bit outside of the hair. I'm just going to dab that just to soften it a bit. Okay, and we'll back to the E18. And we got, did anyone sign up for the Incredibles weekend? That's coming up. When is that? In April? May? I can't remember. June?
No, not June.
No, that's the Canadian retreat. And what about the Mickey album? Anne showed me that this week, the completed one. It looks so cute.
Kevin said there's been more new shares lately, and I've been happy. Melissa said I could have got Joyce to grab it for me and met her before she got on the bridge to go home.
Yeah.
Yes, you could have.
Die. So Crafty Days got the dies, stamps, and ship. Ooh, I'm so excited for you.
And Kevin said, plus the group has been growing as well, and inset as well.
Yeah, thank you for everyone for helping share StampAnniething and keeping
Ebony
us growing.
said she signed up. Woo woo.
Whoop.
Woo woo.
For anyone watching not part of Stamp Club, I'm going to suggest you do math on Stamp Club versus buying individual pieces. You will be shocked at the savings. It's very true. So I did YR to 7. Now I'm going to go in with Y17. Yeah, if you find yourself, you're loving the StampAnniething releases month after month, you can get it for, is it $50, Kevin? Correct me if I'm wrong, or $55 is Stamp Club. I cannot remember. But you get everything you see in the release for that price. Look at that hair. All right, so Jack had kind of dark, sandy blonde hair, right?
And said Ebony is the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin said we had new Stamp Club signups today again.
Yay.
Yay.
So I think for Jack, I'm going to stick with my E50s. So I think I'm going to do 15. Do I want to do 59? I'm going to do 59, 57, and 55, and maybe a little 49.
Anne said that's a really pretty hair combo.
Thank you.
Crappy Day says, I think I did sign up for the Incredible, but is there a way to find out to make sure I did?
What is your name, Crafty Days? I can just see your screen name, and then Kevin can check.
And then Kevin's asking Anne, she can post the pricing for the Stamp Club.
And so I have 57, 55, and I need 59. Where did you go, E59? E59. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to try and see. I might add E49. Do I want to add E49? E49 can be very potent. So I think since I'm doing a live, I'll just stick with the 5/9 and add it as needed. So E5/9. So I'm just going to do my flicks.
And said, yes, Stamp Club is $50 US, and that includes the shipping to US and Canada.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa, for posting your name.
Lisa Kevin's looking right now. Crafty Days to see if you have enrolled in the Incredibles weekend.
In Iowa.
Okay, so in E5/9 and E5/7 next. The Incredibles sign up for our Incredibles online event, I know, is closed. There will be the kind of the Mickey album is going to be, I know that is still open. I don't know for how much longer. Anne is checking for you, Lisa, as well. Okay, so E5/9, and now I'm going to go in with E5/5. Kevin's saying he doesn't believe so, but we'll wait until. Oh, you did, Lisa. Kevin sees you.
And Anne just verified it.
For the stamps and the coloring videos, Lisa. 5/9. So you are good, Lisa. We will see you at our online event. So that was, I'm going back to E5/9, E5/7, just because I'm using a little less, like I'm only using the 3 colors. I'm going to do 2 coats on this here. And keep in mind, like what I was saying earlier, when you do 2 coats, it's also going to darken. So what I like to do when I get to my last color, which is my lightest, I won't go over the whole thing like I did that first time. I'll just pick a few strands and connect it so I have these bit of highlight pieces.
Kevin said, also looking at your history, briefly, you may want to check into the pricing of what you're paying for when you're buying separately. I think you'd benefit greatly from joining Stamp Club.
Perfect, and you've seen that. All right. E5/9.
And said, yes, I've already started cutting the Mickey albums for those who signed up already. So I'm not slammed near the end. And I can verify she was doing it today.
Yeah, Kevin even signed up for the Mickey album. It's a really cute album. So E5/9. E5/7.
Yes, Lisa, being in Stamp Club is worth it.
Oh, yes, yeah. I was going to say, who said that? But you,
Me.
Joyce. Joyce is a member of Stamp Club. I will say I was the first international member of Stamp Club back in 2017. I found Anne's images on a Facebook group called Kitten Clowder. Somebody had shared the images, and I was like, where is that image from? And they responded, StampAnniething. I had never heard. And I sent Anne a message because I tried to order online, and it wouldn't allow me to order in Canada. So I sent her a message, and within 15 minutes, I got an email back from her, and she's like, I figured it out, and I can get it to you for, I think it was like $12 shipping. And then she also, I think it was a week or so later, she figured out how to make Stamp Club because she had a Stamp Club back then, how to do international Stamp Club. So I enrolled in Stamp Club, and I think within a month of her seeing my stuff, I was on the design team, and the rest is history. But StampAnniething was my first design team, and now it is the only design team.
Oh, wow. So Anne said, I have the Harry Potter folio set nearly done, and I started another Disney theme to help them for later.
Oh, yeah. Did you tell, are people supposed to, were you supposed to say that you're doing a Harry Potter folio album?
She just printed it.
Yeah. And I didn't help by just saying it.
Evan, you said the same thing. You save so much and you're going to buy it all anyway,
Yep.
so why not save the money? And Kevin's given us a news update. There's only 1 year of our stamp set left.
Oh, wow.
And then Anne saying 5 days later you became besties
Yes.
after you joined.
Yep.
And Lisa said she joined the club.
Yay.
Woo-hoo!
Welcome, Lisa. Welcome to the club.
Did Lisa order? I'm gonna check real quick.
Okay, so that's E59. Sorry, I am not saying what colors I am using. Yeah, and I hope you don't feel, but honestly, I hope you don't feel pressured, Lisa, but honestly, it is so much more worth it. If you're loving all of the releases, it saves you so much money. And it's kind of fun. It's like a blind box. You don't know what you're going to get each month, but this is a really, this year, I think Anne has really topped herself. All right, so I am going to attempt, well, hopefully I don't mess it up, but I really, like I said earlier in the live, I like how Kevin did the brow. So we're going to attempt to do that. Now I've only got one chance to do this, and I like where the placement is. So let's put that on.
And said it's over $25 savings, I think, this month alone for joining Stamp Club.
Okay. Oops. And I am going to grab a colored pencil, and I'm going to add some little individual hairs. I am a brow freak. I am obsessed with eyebrows. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but when I see a person, I always admire eyebrows. All right, so I'm going to just draw some individual.
Lisa said, no pressure. I love all the images I have bought.
There. Look at that gorgeous brow.
Love it.
Lovely. That's a brow I would love to draw on myself every day. I had my eyebrows microbladed before the pandemic, and now it's been 6 years, and I have to, most of it has worn off, but I have to draw them on.
Anne said,
No.
I'm a teeth person. It's the first thing
Oh,
I
yes.
tend to notice.
Yeah. What do we think of that brow? Come on, people. Tell me, do you like it or hate it?
Love it.
And thank you to Kevin for coming up with that idea. And Kevin even kind of gave Jack a bit of a sexy 5 o'clock shadow there. I'm not going to attempt that, but you could maybe do a bit of stippling with that colored pencil. All right, let's color. What are we at? Oh my gosh, we've been coloring 49 minutes. I better hurry. Because I'm sure you guys are got other things you want to do. So I'm going to go with my Bs, and I'm going to do B99, B97, if I can find it. 97, 95, 93, and a bit of 91.
Ebony agrees with Anne. On
What?
The teeth.
Ebony likes the teeth as
She
well.
notices the teeth first.
Oh, good. Melissa says good brow. I don't know if Rose's dress is this color, but we're going to go for it.
Anne said, see, Ebony, we are soul friends.
Well, I think they solidified that in the bathroom at the last retreat, right, Ebony? You and Passion with Anne. They know what I'm talking about. And Ebony, I feel like I could hear you laugh when I said that, because I know you know. This is B97.
Ebony said murder club.
And B95.
Susan's on. Hi, friends.
Hi, Susan. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Susan.
Susan's coming to the New Brunswick Crafty Club tomorrow.
Ebony says she was laughing. Anne said, yes, me, Ebony, and Passion. It was a girl bonding moment.
Yes.
Just not the kind you'd think.
B93.
Susan's laughing at Anne's comment. And then she said to us, she can't wait. It's been a while.
Yeah. What are you going to bring tomorrow? Is it tomorrow you're coming? Is it tomorrow?
It's tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow? What are you bringing, Susan? Are you going to do some quilting, or are you going to do some planner stuff or card making? I'm going back now, B97. I don't like how some of this turned out, so I'm just going over. 95.
Kevin said we can refund your resume. And
Oh, Anne's just repeating what Kevin.
yeah. We both said it basically at the same time.
This is usually what happens. They're in sync whether they want to agree that they are or not.
Susan's like, don't put me on the spot. Susan, you can do whatever you want to do.
Susan would say, well, then let's drive to St. Andrews. She wants to see that fabric shop.
St. Andrews. I said, let's go to Fredericton.
Fredericton, yes.
Or St. John.
Right.
Ebony said, best is customer service. I agree, Ebony.
B99. I love that the packaging has the colored images on it, because you don't have to think if you don't want to, which is me today. So I can just look at how Kevin colored it and go from there.
Kevin, you're getting a lot of recognition in this video tonight.
B97.
Susan will just need to spend the whole day with us. Yes.
$9.5. Sorry, this is probably a boring part for people. But I promise the card will go together very quick, because today, huh? Why what? I'm sorry, Kevin is talking. Because I already planned what I'm going to do.
Susan says she's going to bring a little bit of everything. We'll need a U-Haul.
Perfect.
And Kevin said you can't handle 2 full-time Scorpios.
Okay. And that's part of her throw. What do you call that? What is that thing that's kind of wrapped around her arms? It's like
Shawl?
shawl, yeah. 9, 7. Sorry, I am not telling you what markers I'm using. But
Kevin said, I wish all our Fanny friends could craft with us together. Well, they could if they come
Yeah.
to all the retreats.
yeah, you got to come to the Stamp Anything Canadian retreat. June, first weekend in June.
But he did say that's what our virtual crops are
Yes,
once a month
yeah,
for. With
true.
Brennan's Crafty Corner.
Yes.
Where Anne spilled the tea last time.
Yeah, she spilled the tea on what was.
Titanic.
Oh, you know what? I missed. She's got hair behind here. There's always something. You know what? It's gonna be. Where did I put the hair color? Did I put it back?
Melissa said we need to do a meetup with us closer ones in the east.
Yeah.
Rent the Nook crop room.
Just realized I missed hair right here.
We should like meet in Cap LA somewhere. Just because it's fun to say Cap LA.
Capital A. All right. I am going to save this shawl piece for after. And Kevin has Jack wearing a green, kind of huntery green jacket. I don't know if that's the color, but we're going to go with it.
And Ebony has said, come to the retreat. Make all the things. Be persuaded
Yes.
to buy more things.
By Ebony.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, Ebony, she's a pusher?
Oh my gosh, Ebony is the queen. Even if you have the set, she will somehow convince you need a second set.
Awesome, Ebony.
Yeah. And she'll give you a basket. I'm going to grab, okay, so we're going to try this combo and see how it looks. I'm going to use G28, YG99, YG97, and YG95. What are you laughing at, Kev?
Ebony said, me?
Yeah.
I'm only trying to help,
Yeah.
she said.
Ebony loves to help.
Melissa said, I'm counting down to the Canadian retreat. I even recruited a couple more friends this year. Woohoo!
Thank you, Melissa. Ebony, you want to come to the Canadian retreat. I want to see
Yeah,
you.
Ebony, come on.
Come to Canada. It's wonderful here. It's very cold, though. You might not like it. Even in June, it'll still be cold.
Ebony said, faster cutting if you have 2 die sets.
Yeah,
not
that's
wrong.
true. Yeah. Well, when you have multiple die sets, you can get your parents and all of that in on helping the cutting. Any able body that's extra in the house. Let's see. So that was YG99. Now I'm going to go to YG97.
She said she wanted to come, but it didn't work out.
Boo.
We're sad too.
YG95.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. I just need to get my ebony fix.
Melissa said, yeah, it would be cheaper for her with the US
Yeah.
the US dollar being higher.
Yeah, like ebony, the weekend, if you came to the Canadian retreat, it probably only cost you $29.95.
Melissa, if we ever do come up to summers there, she'd love that. Anne said, hubby retires this year, so that's a possibility. And Anne's gonna buy my house.
Yeah. It would be perfect. Lots of room for the StampAnniething warehouse. G28, because we have a sleeve up here. Sorry, I feel like this is taking way too long. Maybe choosing the image with 2 people wasn't a good idea.
Anne said, yeah, we need to see Ebony more than once or twice a year.
Yeah. Ebony, I've been trying to convince Anne to do the expo in Florida, still do the expo, and I'm like, just have Ebony help you. No, I've basically voluntold you to help, but you know,
Anne said, "Who's the pusher now?"
yeah. Assuming you even want to help, Ebony. And I'm going to use YG95. Sorry, hopefully I've been showing the marker caps. I know I haven't been saying what markers I'm using.
Anne said he wanted to do the luggage too. Melissa said, "Yes, a summer house on the East Coast, Annie."
Yes.
Lisa said, thanking Anne for fixing her order. She appreciates it.
Oh yeah, Anne, can you do fabric designing too? Not like you have 5 million other ideas in the brain. Let's see. I'm gonna go for his pantalones. Let's just go with. I'm gonna
Evan
go
said
with.
we could just get a little booth. I can try out my auctioneer voice.
Yes. I feel like Ebony would sell out the booth. She'd somehow manage it.
Anne said, "Oh, for like a spoon flower?"
E37. This is just, yeah, I'm assuming this is his pants. Oh, that's actually too close to her hair. So we won't do that. Let's go with flip over to the Sandy Allnock side. Let's do 27 and where did I see? 27 and 25. Let's do those. 27 and 25. Nina, calm down. I think I might need one more color. Oh, and I didn't finish coloring Rose's dress. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I got to finish coloring Miss Rose. That could be blended out better. Okay. Now we'll go in. So I'm just going to go down with my B's, B99, 97, and 95. And I promise you, this card will not take me long to put together. The biggest part will be is this coloring. Okay, and let's do the white on her dress. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of C4. Then I'm going to do some C2 and some C0. And then back with the C4 just to go over with my cast shadows. Okay. And now her shawl. Let's go with the, we'll do E4. Let's see. Let's do E40 and 41. Let's see what happens. 40 and where's 41? Where are you, 41? Do I have 41 out somewhere? E41. I do not see E41. So let's come up with a different idea. Let's go with, we'll go R30. We'll go in a different direction. R30 and I can find my R30 now.
Ebony said the set is so pretty. Great job, Anne.
Yeah, it is a really nice set. R30 and, oh, we used R20 already.
Melissa says she's currently stamping her Flintstones to color next.
Oh yeah, Melissa, did you get my hint about last month's release in the last video? So I'm going to go in with our R30, and I'm just going to do a base.
Yes, let's not forget about the bonuses that come with being the Stamp Club member. The discount on the site.
Oh,
the
yes.
Free digis.
Yep, free digis, and there's usually a gift.
Yes.
R20. So, and then I'm going back to my R30 just to soften. Going back and forth, back to R30.
Melissa said I may have to do Stamp Club. Yes. Join the club.
You will not regret it.
Heart of the Sea was this month's gift. A little necklace.
All right, and I think I just want to, I don't think her shawl had anything on it, but I'm just going to, for the heck of it, I'm just going to do something on it. Just gotta find the right kind of tone. I'm just gonna do some dots. Just to give it a little something. A little texture, and I feel like her gown could use a little something.
Ebony. Melissa, come to the deluxe side.
Yes. Okay, and I'm just going to add my white colored pencil. And I just have to color the railings. Okay.
And said that was not the sharpener you influenced me to buy,
No.
but the Orbit, which I still love mine.
Yes.
That one too.
Yes. I like my Orbit for when I'm doing live videos and I can just do it quick, but I love my Mitsubishi T4 for my serious crafting when I'm not trying to get a project done lickety split. T4.
Ebony says, it says my package is moving through the network. It's been doing that for 2 days. Well, Ebony, my little elves from the November set sat at the Canadian border for 2 months.
Yeah, during our
when our Canada Post had a
was
strike.
on strike. Yeah.
I thought it was lost.
Yeah. Well, I was
gone.
worried you weren't even going to get it, period.
Yeah.
T4, I'm just going to darken
My Titanic is currently sitting at the Canadian border right now. Not
Hopefully.
bad this time.
Hopefully you get it faster now. Well, they must still be playing catch up because we just got Ebony's Christmas card today.
And Melissa says I'm pretty easily enabled.
Okay.
Ebony, you're not even that far away. Yeah, isn't Ebony in Florida as well?
Yes. Yeah, Ebony literally, she could probably drive to Anne's house in like 4 hours. Actually, I want my gel pen. I don't know which one of these is my good one. Guessing that one.
Ebony, magic words, Melissa. I'll be your new shopping bestie.
All right.
Melissa said, not sure how much I trust the postal system, being an employee of it for 17 years.
Oh, that's right. All right, so here is, oh, we got to color the heart of the ocean. How fast can we do this? Okay, so B99. I'm just going to stick with, but I probably want a light.
And Ebony said, at that point, I should have just drove down and picked it up.
Yes. I'm going to add B16 in. So I'm going to use B99, 97, 95, and 16 for this. So, okay. I'm just going to quickly color this. So that was B99. Now we're going to do B97. Now B95.
Melissa said, just crafts for enabling. My husband jokes that we make the Nick Knox mortgage payment every month.
I'm going to add B93. And I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see what happens when we add the B16. Yeah, I'm happy. That's good enough. Now, obviously, I would have liked to have spent a bit more time coloring this.
Anne said, it's okay. I don't have a mortgage payment anymore, so you're good. So you won't be making Anne's mortgage payment.
Let's see. Where is my white? I had that out. My white colored pencil. Where are you? We were just saying how I don't lose stuff. Here, pencil. Well, okay. That's just going to have to be what it is. No white, or no white. It's going to bug me. I wonder. Yeah, it's probably. I have two of them too. I don't even know where my other. Oh, here's one. I always have a backup. I'm just going to increase some of these highlights. There we go. And
Kevin, I can't wait to color Rose tomorrow for my video for this month. I'm doing a non-movie colors of her dress, and she's going to be no lines.
no line. Kevin's thing.
Melissa's going to be an empty nester in a week. The son got his first adult job back in Barrie, Ontario.
Oh no, he's going back to the place. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for the card.
Anne said use a gel pen if you couldn't find her.
Thankfully, I found my backup. I was talking to a dog groomer friend of mine the other day, and I like having backups for backups. I have a high velocity dryer is what you dry the dogs with, and I have 7 of them. You know, you'd probably be fine with having 2 of them, but I have 7 of them because I don't ever want to be without a dryer. So I am going to do a technique using my Copic airbrush. So I have a piece of paper towel or kitchen roll if you're from the UK. And I've just basically ripped off the edge like that. And then, Melissa, are you watching? Because I'm going to enable you to buy a Copic airbrush system. You're going to use the chisel tip of your marker. I'm going to move my image out of the way. And this piece is cut to 4 by 5 1/4. So it's a 1/4 of an inch shorter on each side than a regular A2. And I'm just going to turn my Copic on.
Kevin said, by the way, looking amazing, Stephen.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Anne said his coloring isn't too shabby either, Kevin.
And I'm just going to put the paper towel on top of my, here, maybe I'll do this so we can see better. So I have my paper towel with the ripped edge, and I'm just going to and then I'm going to flip.
Melissa said that she wished her hubby had a hobby, so my hubby's money wouldn't be so obvious. Anne said, are you seriously going to color tomorrow, Kev? Because you usually ditch me on weekends.
Look at that. This is one of my favorite.
Ebony said, that's gorgeous. Melissa just said, yeah, the East Coast is too slow for her 21-year-old, but her daughter will be back in May.
Yeah, that's gotta be killing you that he's going back to Ontario.
I know. Fast pace.
Yeah.
I don't miss Ontario.
No.
Hustle and bustle.
No. It's funny, we went back for Christmas to Ontario, and we came back, and Kevin and I had to do grocery shopping, and I had to go to one of the other stores while Kevin was grocery shopping, and I was like going at a very brisk pace, and I noticed that people were staring at me, and I'm like, what the heck are people looking at? Like, what the hell? And then I realized, oh, it's because I'm moving at Ontario speed. We don't do that here. But I was like dodging people, trying to get to my position or my place I wanted to be sooner.
Melissa said, oh, she's eyed that already. My hubby has a compressor. That's probably too powerful.
Yeah, no, look, I can send you a picture of my compressor if you send me a message after, and you can see if it works. But yeah, you just need you can get the kit that's just this piece here, and it'll attach right to a compressor.
Kevin said, never leaving. Ebony said, pretty. Anne said, my kids love East Coast living.
Yes.
Nice, slow down beach life. Well, we don't quite got the warm weather, Anne.
No. So I have a piece of kind of, what would you call this? Cornflowery colored cardstock that I've scored at 4 1/4. And then I've used our lovely Shaker Basic set 1. I used the circle and I cut that out of the front of the card. So I am going to use our, what is this thing called? Rough Waters stencil that came in Stamp Club.
Melissa loves the effect,
Yay.
and she said it's her baby boy, so she's struggling.
Oh yeah. See, I'm my mom's baby boy and she struggles with me being out here.
Same. I'm the baby girl.
And your mom hates. So because I don't want to get the ink on area I don't want, I just want it on the front of my card. Going to use some lovely masking tape.
Kevin says Steven speed walking in the mall.
Yes.
Ebony said that looks amazing.
Yay.
Kev said someone called that the color blue.
Yes. So much.
And Anne said it's called Rough Seas.
Rough Seas stencil. That's what it's called. Okay. So do I want to put it this way? It might be cool to put it that way. You know, the Rough Seas would technically be that way, but it would kind of look cool this way, wouldn't it? I'm going to do it this way. I know maybe that's not the way it's supposed to be, but I'm going to do it.
Like it's splashing up.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to use just a blue.
And said, can we all applaud that you still have the packaging from the Shaker Basics that's like 84 years old?
I even laminated those sets. That's back when I had more time than I knew what to do with. But I'm going to go with, let's do faded jeans. Let me just do faded jeans. And I'm going to hold this stencil. This could probably be darker. I'm not sure if... I'm going to go darker around the opening of... I might add a little bit of black. And this stencil might be one you want to put a little bit of the pixie spray on if you really want nice crisp.
So it stays.
Yeah, so it stays in place, but I'm just following the shape.
Ebony said Shaker Basics all day.
Yep.
Melissa said, wowzers. And Kevin, I won't repeat that.
What? Oh, Kevin would make me swim for the heart of the ocean. We all know it wouldn't be me throwing the heart of the ocean. It would be Kevin misplacing the heart of the ocean. Okay,
And blaming you.
Yeah, where is it? Okay, I'm going to go in with some prized ribbon.
And said Stephen would never get in the water.
Yeah. Especially if it's a chlorinated pool. I'm going to go in some with some prized ribbon now, because this is much darker.
Ebony's laughing.
Okay. Let's see.
I feel like we're all in the same room.
Yeah, I know. It just has been
Kevin,
fun.
I would never lose my diamonds. No, we never said you lose, you misplace.
Yes. You lose your diamonds and your pearls. Okay. So I'm just going to go around this insert of the circle and just darken it up. And I'm going to do the top as well.
Kevin said, thank you, I designed them.
Yes, it's a inside joke. Kevin's first TikTok he ever did. Okay, I think I need a little bit of splatter. I'm sure Ebony would agree. I don't know if I have enough juice in this to do, but...
And said the blue on blue made me think of that would look cool orange on orange for a tiger or even a zebra print.
That's true. It could totally be a
Ebony,
zebra.
I like you too.
I need... Just going to do some splatter. This will dry back quite subtle. Okay, and we'll even get use out of that paper towel, so no waste.
Oh, look at you.
Mhm.
Saving the planet.
I know, I thought of that ahead of time. Okay, so now let's grab.
Kevin's first essay video was Raspberry Beret.
Yes. Okay,
That
so
was your
now
first StampAnniething video?
Yeah. Did I color it with like crayon or something?
you did it with or was
Colored pencil?
Colored pencil?
was it
Whatever you Americans say.
or was it watercolor?
Maybe. Can I use crayon for one? Because it's like you can use anything.
Yeah.
Do you want me to leave for Dairy Queen?
Yes,
And
please.
what would you like?
I would like a
It's a chocolate dip cone. Don't travel well.
I would like.
Ebony said, I need to break out my dirty box.
Yes, get the dirty box.
That's definitely an inside joke.
I'll just have McDonald's is fine. I'll have a caramel sundae.
What about you?
I'm okay.
Okay, so I'm going to
You're the best.
affix the cloud background we did to the inside.
And I could have sent him to Dairy Queen for a score blizzard, but
Oh.
I didn't. Anne said, just don't break it when you get out.
Let's see. So we'll put this right here. I'm just giving a bit of a matting. And what I like about this card design is you could write your message on the bottom part. But we're going to put our lovely couple right around here.
Ebony said, you all made it weird.
And what I would do with this is because this is live, I'm not going to do it. I would use the outline die and cut out another, just a white paper of the outline die, and then stick it to the back of this because you're
you
going
won't
to
see the
see the
bleed through.
coloring. Yeah, so it'll keep it from, but because this is live and you've already been on with me an hour and a half, and I'm sure you're sick of me, so we'll pretend that we did that. I'm going to.
Oh, it was Anne. I literally messaged him to tell him that he needs to go get DQ. That's why I said for him to go to Messenger. You're welcome. I got your treats.
Thank you, Annie. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my Heart of the Ocean, and this wouldn't be one of my cards if it didn't have some dimensions. So we're going to pop that bad boy up.
But Stephen, I never would have thought about cutting out another background
to
cover it. That makes
well,
so much more
I only
sense.
thought of it now because I'm like, oh, look. Okay. And I'm going to.
Yes, I'll take your Shamrock Shake. Do they still bring back the Shamrock Shake to McDonald's?
I don't know if they do or not. I'm going to attach that. If I wouldn't have put this so low, I would have attached it right there like it's coming off.
Oh, Melissa, they put me to work, and I love it.
There we go. And then last but not least, I will, oops, that's the wrong stamp set. Look what I got in the mail the other day. The
Wicked.
pink goes good with green.
That's wicked.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to stamp the sentiment. So what I was thinking, what do you think? This should be our last vote of the night. Should we have for a sentiment? Oh no, where's my mouse? I don't want to. Should we do our love is unsinkable?
True, and I would have noticed it when
What?
I opened up the card. I would have seen
Oh,
that
yeah.
bleed through.
Should we do our love is unsinkable? Should we do near, far, wherever you are? Let's see, make every day count. Romance straight ahead. That might be cute too. Let me know in the comments what sentiment we should use.
Melissa said, yes, they just brought back the shake. It is very mild here today for a change.
You're the king of my world. Our love is unsinkable. Near, far, wherever you are. Let me know in the comments what we should do. And what I like about this card, you could write to the recipient. You could put their name on the inside, so it's right by the head, and then write your message under here where you can't see it.
Melissa said unsinkable.
Okay.
Ebony said our love is unsinkable or romance
Straight ahead. Okay. So far we're at 2 for unsinkable or romance straight ahead. Chime in, friends. Let me know. We need one more vote, or I'm holding it up.
Love is unsinkable, but sadly the ship
It
was not.
Yeah. Okay, is that what it's going to be? Our love is unsinkable?
It's the one that you originally picked out
Okay.
earlier.
Yeah. So it's our love is unsinkable. Okay. And what I would have liked to have done is maybe put this on secondary paper, like having this there, and then I would have put these guys on top and then stamp the sentiment, but I forgot. So we're just going to stamp this on. Grab my Misty. Ooh, those magnets are strong.
Oh, they are strong.
Okay. Okay. I'm just going to do it in black. I think I need to put this here so it doesn't pop up. And we'll hope that this is straight. Okay. And where's my black? Okay, I'm just going to use, this is VersaFine Onyx Black. This is the one I usually like to use for stamping my black sentiments. And you could even heat emboss this if you wanted and do a colored emboss. But for the sake of this live, we'll just do, ooh, and that stamped perfection the first time. So there we go. And maybe you might want to add, well, let's see what we have here. Because, you know, I can't leave this alone. I think because it's water, we should use some of these little gems, these water droplets. I think we need some of those. Like
And said someone's at the drive-through. Well, it's only down the street.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this
I
is
like
just the
those.
finishing touch. And
Ebony said beautiful.
we'll do that, and we'll stick these on.
I may have to borrow some of those. I
For-
guess it's not really borrowing if I'm going to
Yeah,
take them.
they'll just come home with you.
Anne said gorgeous. Melissa said yes, love VersaFine.
I've never tried. I know they have that VersaFine Clear that a lot of people talk about, and I saw it at Nick Nook, but I just do not need more inks. I have so many inks. Oh no, I lost my little piece. I'll have to get another one.
It's on the floor.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna find it. Maybe you with your amazing vision. There. There we go. Now it looks like little water droplets. What do we all think, friends?
Love, love, love.
Yay. So here is our card for today.
Love those water drops.
Yay. Perfect. So I hope you guys enjoyed. You know what? I'm wondering, this needs one more thing, and I hope I don't ruin it, but I'm going to use my corner chomper. Do I want to do...
I need a corner chomper.
I'm going to do this.
Oh, love.
Yeah. there, because it's sort of like, I don't know, I just needed that. There, I'm setting it down. That's my card for today.
Ebony said, fantastic job, Stephen.
Thank you, Ebony. Thank you, everyone. So, any questions before we go? Let me know. Now I'm seeing one more thing. I think I want to add a little white gel pen. We need some highlights. You dropped one, don't lose it. Yep.
Melissa said, love. I need to get better with leaving white space around the eyes. That's why
Yeah.
I use my 0.
Well, Melissa, when you've been coloring them for 7 years, like I have, it just becomes second nature. And
Oh, hi, Carmen.
I want everybody to admire that sexy brow on Jack. Look at that. Brows I wish I had.
Melissa said, walk away.
Yes. I need to know when to stop. All right, everybody. We are going to call it a night. Thank you to everyone who joined. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. Please like this video. Please share it. Spread the StampAnniething love. And we will see you next month with our amazing, amazing release. Take care.